Hey everybody, Matt Galogli here with SRP Medical Marketing, and today I want to talk to you about a very controversial subject. And that subject has to do with logic versus emotion. So what am I talking about, and what has this got to do with all of this? Well, first and foremost, I'm going to tell you that every single buying decision you've ever made in your life is based on emotion. It's never based on logic. Now, I want you to let that sink in for just a minute, because a lot of people who are, especially those who are very learned, will tell you that, oh, no, every buying decision I make is logical. I go through the science, I go through the numbers, and what I do is then I make a very logical, rational decision. And I'm here to tell you nothing could be further from the truth, that every buying decision you've ever made is an emotional buying decision. So let me give you an example of this. The clothing that you're wearing today, the clothes that you have on today, the things that are in your office, the type of computer you use. Was it a logical decision, or was it at some point an emotional decision? You bought the clothes that you have. I have the clothes that I have on. This is a polo sweatshirt type thing. It was an emotional decision because I wanted the polo. Now, it happened to be on sale, so it was the logic that supported it. I knew that I couldn't get as great of a deal, but the thing is that every buying decision is emotional. All right, so let's take this one step further. Let's talk about marriage, okay? I will tell you right now, marriage is an emotional buying decision, because the logic would tell you it's a bad idea. Let's take a look at the statistics. Here's what we know, and these statistics are readily known, right? They are readily available and they're known throughout the country. But here are the statistics in America on marriage. Over 55% of first marriages will end in divorce, right? And they usually end in divorce after there's kids, which means that logically, not only are you going to have the expense of the wedding and all the expenses that come with, merging a household, but then what you're going to do is, logically, we know that if you get divorced, if you're the breadwinner, you're going to pay for alimony and child support, right? We know this. This is readily available information. We have friends of ours that have gotten divorced. Maybe we come from divorced families and we know what this is like. Okay. So we know logically what's going to be happening. We also know that if we get married a second time, the failure rates on that are like 60+%. If you get married a third time, well, at that point, you should just probably mail it in, right? So this is all readily available information. Now, emotionally, here's what we do also know is, when it comes to love, I can't tell you how to fall in love. I can't tell you how to fall in love. I can't tell you how to make it happen. I can't tell you how to sustain it. I can't tell you how to manufacture it. I can't tell you how to do any of that. Now, I can tell you how to do that. I can tell you how to start a practice. I can tell you how to market your practice. I can tell you how to make money. I can tell you how to manage your finances, but I can't tell you how to fall in love. I can't tell you how to make a marriage work. You see, I can't even tell you what love looks like, because what do you hear? Well, you'll know it when it happens to you, right? How many times have you heard that? Oh, you'll know it when it happens to you. You'll know when you fall in love. So we have this esoteric, gaseous, air mass thing called love, and I can't tell you how to get it. I can't tell you where to find it. I can't tell you how to make it happen, and I can't even tell you what it looks like when you fall in love. And so love is the ultimate emotional buy, because logically, it makes absolutely no sense. Logically, the science and the sense of getting married just doesn't really seem to work out. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to do it, right? So, that's why I tell you every single buying decision is emotional. So how does this play out in your practice? Very simply, how this plays out in your practice is that most doctors, the biggest mistake I see them making is they sell logically. They talk about the science of the procedure. They talk about the machine. They talk about all these things, when what the patient really wants is they want to make an emotional decision, and they buy because you're going to help them perform better in bed, or you're going to fix their sexual dysfunctions, or they're going to sexual issues, or they're going to take care of their need with regenerative, right? And at the end of the day, they make that decision so they can walk without pain. It's an emotional decision. It's not a logical decision. There's a lot of other options that you can undergo, but the key is that every every buying decision is emotional. So here's my tip for you today, and then I'll let you go. Are you selling logically or are you selling emotionally? And here's how you can tell. If you are selling logically, they're not buying. If you are selling emotionally, they're nodding yes and they're ready to go. And they're ready to go and they want to buy from you. And they buy that day. That's how you know if you're selling to them emotionally. All right. Hope that helps you today. Have a wonderful Monday. If you're watching this any other day of the week, whenever you're watching it, enjoy it. But I want to leave you with that thought. Remember, all sales are emotional. So keep that in mind as you're out there closing your patients. Have a great day, everybody. Talk to you later.